We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubbies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. William Blankenship is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Roll, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Batting third, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. So now to the plate, J.C. Embry in the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Armstrong, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Full count now. Runner goes. This is line to left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Liner in there for a base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Here's the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 1-0. Trevor Bauer is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Michael Jordan is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Ready with the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Into the box now, Jim Jolly, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 276 the average coming in for him. 11 home runs and an even 70 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Mark Drake will be next. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding into the box, Mark Drake, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Has a look, now the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runner at first here, one man out. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Michael Black. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Two and one.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1.
Count is full. 3-2.
Johnny Duncan is on deck. First and second now, one man out. He loses him on ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Settling in now, Johnny Duncan, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
The 1-1 home. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2.
That's Bolton.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Miles Leggett, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. That average for him sitting at 345. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A couple of walks, but no damage. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Stepping in, Ryan Buckner, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Ryan Buckner.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball well outside.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping in, Jimmy Grimes. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Jordan will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Marcus Gutierrez.
Marcus Gutierrez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball back up.
1-0 count. Here it is. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Batting it, the third baseman, Claude Neck.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Claude Metz. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there at the knees, strike one.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
And it's quickly 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
There on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Nobody out, runner on first. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, William Blankenship.
The pitcher, William Blankenship, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set and the pitch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Michael
Striding
Jordan.
in once again, Michael Jordan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way.
0-1, no strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. In now, Jim Jolly, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And their runners at the corners now. Here's the 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So in now for Chicago, Trevor Bauer. 9-1-2 due up.
Bauer.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. but this is going to get foul. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The batter, the center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Greenberg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 now. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, Dero, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Pete Armstrong will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runners on first with one down. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, J.C. Embry as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. Three and 0 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. Jordan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Digging in for his second at bat, Mark Drake. He reached on a single in his first try.
Mark Drake.
And the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone! Solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Reds are off the schneid, it's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Michael Black. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in 1 tick shy of 300 at 299. 18 homers and 66 driven in. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Outside, 3-0 now. No outs, nobody on. Look to be taking all the way, and the splitter's in there for the first strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 50th pitch of the game on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Stepping into the box, Johnny Duncan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Hit on the ground to third. Zobrist is there, and that's the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Miles Leggett, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bauer into his motion. First pitch on the way.
Hey!
Fouled away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Ryan Buckner.
Now the pitch.
Inside ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there, 3-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
At the plate, Trevor Bauer. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
Yeah. 1-1.
2 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. This is lined to left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And now time is called here as your pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now to the plate, Adam Greenberg. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 1-0. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2 down, runners at first and second. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
The 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Marcus Gutierrez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Claude Metz, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Reds have cut this to a 3-2 game now.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
In now, William Blankenship. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he misses again, ball 3. Michael Jordan will be next. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Michael Jordan.
Standing in now, Michael Jordan, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Reined in. Kipnis. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2. Striding in, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Barehanded at his knees. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Freddie Santiago. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Santiago is, of course, a switch hitter, and he uses that to his advantage. He's one of the few truly elite hitters in baseball, and that's true no matter which batter's box he stands in. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Oh, what a dive. He is out.
Oh, that's just an excellent play that time. Super high degree of difficulty on that one. And as an added bonus, not only does he get the out at first, but he also keeps that runner stationed on second base.
Digging in, Ryan Buckner, runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Duncan has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One left for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jim Jolly. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Jolly, the former Baltimore Oriole, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Mark Drake.
Stepping into the box, Mark Drake, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
On its way is pitch number 75. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, and the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Michael Black is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He was a ground out victim last time up. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Whoa, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as the pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Johnny Duncan. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in now, Miles Leggett. No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. One and 2. Here it is.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're down 3-2. Lincoln Veras takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 15, Lincoln Veras.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Jason Kipnis.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Digging in and looking for more, Jimmy Grimes. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Digging in now, Trevor Bauer. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. From the stretch.
Hey. Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they still lead it 3-2. At the plate, Marcus Gutierrez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Marcus Gutierrez.
Here comes the first pitch. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Greenberg is right there, 1 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Claude Metz.
Ready for another shot now, Claude Metz.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And that's too high, ball 2. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Hey. 3-1. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Willie Gill will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 14 homers and an even 50 RBIs. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 balls and a strike.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's fallen off the table.
Ball even at 2-2. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's the 3-2. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Grounded to the right, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2. Brad Naquin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21, Brad Naquin.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Adam Greenberg.
The center fielder, Adam
Third baseman in tight,
Greenberg.
protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
The left fielder, number 4.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Armstrong is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.C. Embry. From the stretch, here's the pitch. None out, runners at first and second. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
set. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Freddie Santiago. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Right side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Errors are going to happen even at this level, but you'd like to limit them to times when they don't hurt you too much. Well, so much for that. The error brings 2 runs across the plate, so that did really sting.
Tony Cingrani is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. To the plate now, Ben Zobrist, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way, and he popped him up, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Four runs here in this half inning. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. Jordan will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
1 out and a runner on second base. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Jimmy Grimes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 1-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll add another to the total. It's 8-2 now.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Sammy Sosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Cubs, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. They'll start things here at 316. 16 homers and 47 RBIs. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 count. The pitch. The count now at 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 2. Julio Teheran gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Leading off the inning, Michael Jordan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Swing and a looper to left. Embry ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
First baseman, Jim Jolly.
Now in the box, Jim Jolly. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Mark Drake fouled off. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Two out, nobody on. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. This one's down to third. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still 8-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adam Greenberg. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0. Nope.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two balls and a strike.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Softly hit out toward short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping up to the plate, Pete Armstrong is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
Ball.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Stepping up now, J.C. Embry. He's set, and the pitch.
That's the ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Change up low, 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Three and one. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. A runner on first with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in, and the throw in gets away from him. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. Cubs strand 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. So now to the plate, Michael Black. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Hit in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Johnny Duncan.
Now batting, Johnny Duncan. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
At the plate now, Miles Leggett, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I've played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
First offering on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Ready for another chance? Claude Metz. Here comes the first pitch. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Ronnie Wickert was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Wickert.
Manny Morales will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Michael Jordan, as he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike one. In his career, Jordan hits a little over the 270 mark. Looking to minimize the damage here. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2 out, bases loaded. And there's ball 2 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here now the 2-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Jim.
Standing in, Jim Jolly, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Fouled away.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't get extended on the screwball, and it's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Santiago is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 4. Robert Lewis enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Robert Lewis.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Ryan Buckner will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Standing in, Ryan Buckner. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball 1-0. Now here's the pitch. 1-1 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Leggett is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Mark Drake will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Kipnis is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now back, second baseman, Michael Black.
Digging in the switch hitter, Michael Black. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
The right fielder, number 30, Johnny Duncan.
So stepping in, Johnny Duncan. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Reds down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-4 tonight. Chicago win for the 96th time, most in the division. Trevor Bauer wins a league-high 16th decision. Ronnie Wickert hammers down the 5-out save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line.